Good morning, welcome to day 5. I'm currently eating our breakfast, which consists of biscuit, sausage, raisins and chocolate.
It's not very nice sausage, honestly. I'm kind of struggling.
I prefer the more chorizo, or the more sausage ones rather than the chorizo ones, but today we're up early, so we're going to try and make it into town before midday, which is 10 kilometres away, about 800 metres down and 600 metres up, so lots of vertical.
Yeah.
We wake up at 6:30.
It's too dark to hike.
It's too dark to hike. It's really the fog's come down now. I was hoping for a clear day, but it looks foggy. But I reckon in another half an hour the sun might come up enough for us to start hiking. So we're just going to chill, eat our brekkie, and hopefully things will be ready by the time we're ready. Good morning. Wow, the sun has risen very quickly.
We've got like to walk now.
You know what it feels like? It feels like one of those days where you get up, like, on the ski slopes when you go skiing. It smells like that. Wow. It is... It's fresh.
It's really chilly, actually.
Let's sling on my pack and start moving. Man, we are just flowing down the mountain nice and quickly. Not really sure how long it's going to take us, but we've only got so long, so I guess it'll be less than that. Hey, we've just finished the descent. What time has it been?
It is 8:30 exactly.
So we've been going 1 hour and a half, and we're about to cross this sweet looking suspensiony bridge across the head of this. I think it's a reservoir by the sounds and looks of things. I reckon it's down. I think there's a river inlet this side and dam on the other side. Making good time, about to go to a town. We're heading somewhere up there this afternoon. Let's cross this bridge and keep making good headway. Can you hear the hum of this static?
There's like, so much
This
power.
doesn't feel safe. We're underneath this hydro dam. Look at it. Wow. It's just above our heads. It's terrifying. Cool, well, the climb started in earnest. We're racing the sun. We can see it and some patches of blue sky on the opposite side of the mountain. We've got to get up before it hits us. Look at it. It's coming down at us. We got to go. Wow. The sign said 2 hours. We managed it in 45 minutes. Even for us, that is pretty damn impressive. And look over here.
We beat the sun.
We just beat the sun. And over here, wow. Can you see if it wasn't so blown out? Blue skies! Blue skies! Blue skies!
Now we just hope the shop is actually open.
Hope A, the shop exists, B, that it's open, and C, we can find a cafe with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi roulette! Wi-Fi! God damn it, Google.
It's closed again.
Damn. I mean,
This could be a proper problem on this hike. Damn.
There's always low chance on the ski town, but Google did say it was open. Bum.
Might be down the hill.
Bum. Well, we're stopping for a little snack. Little bit disappointed. Big disappointed, really.
Quite disappointed, honestly.
The good thing is that it's 7k up and down to another ski town, which is much bigger than this ski town. This one's completely dead. There's not a single open shop.
It's just worrying for the future when we need, there isn't going to be another town 5-6k away.
Yeah. So
we need to start thinking about.
We actually don't have any food apart from chocolate and snacks, really. So we're going to have to push on to the next ski town, basically, and get food there. If there's no food there, we'll probably have to camp hungry and then go to Borg to Oceans, which is a proper town, tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Oh man, the sun has come out to play, and I feel like we're making fantastic pace up towards this col.
What am I going to view?
See how I feel when we get up there. Approaching the summit of this col, I am ready for a little feet up, stop, water and snackage, I think. Woo, we're at the col!
Wow.
It was a pretty big steep bit of vert, but
It's pretty tough.
pretty weird up here, to be honest. It's like probably beautiful if it wasn't for the fact it was covered in ski machinery. Let me give you a view. So we just clambered up somewhere down there. Those are the mountains. That's the mountain we were on yesterday. It's a flat-topped thing.
Good for camping later if we need to.
This is where the views ahead are particularly lovely, though. We decided it was snack time after all. Surely, somewhere over there must be able to sell us some noodles.
Want food?
Hello. What a whirlwind of events has transpired.
Yeah.
So we were walking down to the town, and then realised that it was also a bit of a ghost town, which was a bit of panicky.
So we're like, what if there are no shops again?
So we sort of wandered about. We saw an open cafe sort of thing, which we were like, oh my god, that looks amazing. But then we were like, okay, we need to do the shopping. So I started googling shops, and then the supermarket. There's like a hypermarket here, an Intermarché super whatever. Google said it was temporarily closed, and we were like, oh my god.
Yep.
The biggest one is temporarily closed. Then we started panicking. Then turned out there was 2 or 3 other shops, and both of those shops were
closed at 1, and it was 1:45 at this point in time.
Legged it to these shops. There was a Carrefour, which was a fantastic Carrefour. We got all the food we needed.
Good food, actually.
Great
Some
food.
Exciting chocolate.
So we were saved. We walked like 5 and a half hours this morning to get here. Solid. Now we're sitting in front of a cafe that is closed.
Basically, all the cafes are closed. There is an open one over there, but we went over and they said it's going to close in 10 minutes.
So we got an external power socket. We're going to sit here, edit some videos, charge up, and hopefully upload something
4G or maybe even Wi-Fi.
Mildly terrified of that grey cloud coming at us from over there, but
I mean,
otherwise,
this is a big overhang. We should be fine. I think this might be a 2 falls first. We're going backwards.
So after we stayed for 3.5 hours in that town, getting full charge at the front of the thing, uploading a bunch of videos, having our luncheon, we are now trekking up the ski resort, and then we're going to leave the top of the ski resort, follow a little mountain trail up to a lake, which should hopefully be lovely. As Finley said though, it's backtrack, which I think is the first ever time we've done it.
It's the first.
On the channel.
A kilometre away from this lake. I've got big excitement that it's going to be gorgeous and beautiful. CJ's charging up the mountain. We've got our fleeces on, so we're having to not walk too fast so we don't get too hot. Down the hill, look at this. Oh my god, I nearly fell over. Gorgeous lake. So we're thinking of walking just over here to the outflow and maybe camping on there, looking over the outflow, or maybe even down here on this nice hill. We'll see in a minute.
Woo, we got a mega drum type pitch in this amazing view
We have lake on one side,
with the lake.
cliff on the other.
Wait, where is it? Can you even see it? There. Lake! Lake! Let's go for a swim! 1, go. How is it?
It's alright.
Oh, what a lovely swim that was.
That was a bit chilly.
Unfortunately, we tried the 32 times slow motion for my dive.
But it only does 10 seconds.
And I completely missed it, but we got fin diving. Man, I feel so much better for that swim. Right, let's get back up into the sun because it's a little bit dark by this bit of the lake.
A little bit dark and chilly.
Oh god, my beard's getting a bit beady. Beady weedy. Right, so I think we are both pretty happy chappies. The noodle cook is occurring in front of the tenty. How your noodles doing, Finn?
Really good. I'm just waiting. Very
Waiting?
impatiently.
Very-
There are chili flakes in them today, so I think they're going to be good.
I was getting a little bit antsy, I'll show you why. These clouds are giving me ants in the pants feelings about rain. I mean, it is pretty stunning, and I don't actually think it is rain, but still, I'll be able to relax fully and completely once I've eaten my noodle, well, once my noodles have finished cooking and I've packed them away. Oh man, these veg-flavoured noodles are delicious.
Honestly, I really think the quality of noodles is inversely proportional to the price. These were so cheap, and yet they're so good.
I think that, oh man, they're just so, they had a packet of spice with them as well, and like, I love me some spice in my noodles. Unfortunately, we've had complete cloud cover over our striking views, so just delicious noodles to comfort us.
Oh, and the best chocolate. Oh,
Where do you get that spork from?
I found it.
Did you?
Yeah, I found it in the mountains.
You must have found the one we lost
Yeah, I
last
think so. I
time.
think so. It must have washed up.
Look at that, all snuggly and cosy. Right. I think it's time to call the girl friends. I think they'd both appreciate that. What a lovely evening we're having at the moment, my goodness. It's been such a successful day. It was panicky at points, like with the whole...
Yeah, I think we got a bit stressed out. But I don't think we quite realised how close together the two food towns actually were.
No. We also did like 1,400 metres of ascent today, in about 5 hours, which was pretty hardcore, so we can give ourselves a pat on the back for that.
One thing that excites me more than anything in life is chocolate. Look at this. Does that not look gorgeous? I cannot wait to eat every single piece of this. Sorry, C. What's the review then, CJ?
Absolutely good.
And with views like this.
Wow, there are some particularly striking skies behind me. Is this going to do anything like I like? No, it's not, but man. Right. Finn. How are you feeling about the day?
Very, very good. I mean, it's just become more and more beautiful. I think it was the complete right decision to hike up to here with the lovely lakes instead of camp by the horrible, like, ski lifts. And it was only like half an hour extra, so I think it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's one of our prettiest campsites of this hike.
Let me try and capture this. Okay, I think I might finally be able to capture this. We've just been sitting here soaking in these cloud swirling views. I think it's just about time for us to sit down and listen to some Terry Pratchett, which I'm particularly looking forward to.
Good morning, welcome to day 6. We are inside the tenty zone. We got some serious condensation tonight, so we're just having a little quiet, calm pack out before we poke our heads out into the day. I think it looks cloudy, which is a shame because I was hoping for some stunning views. But only one way to find out for sure. Let's get some breakfast in us. Finn's taping up his feet. How are they looking, Finn?
Good.
Good, super duper.
Chocolate cake. It's fresh this morning. Let me see if I can get the thing to focus on the cloudage. There we go. So we got some nice, beautiful clouds coming up the valley. It's actually a little bit clearer. When we first woke up, I'm pretty sure we were swamped by cloud. Our trousers, which we left to dry, are wetter than when we put them up. And our socks. Yeah, the what's in the jiggy? The foggy mist has wetted everything. My bag was wet, which is unusual. So, here's the plan for today. Yesterday, I think we did 1,400 metres of ascent totally over about 20 kilometres. Yeah. Today, we are planning a really big day. We're planning to walk 30 kilometres with 1,400 metres of ascent and 1,000 metres of descent. So our biggest day yet. And the end goal is to get to the Plateau of the Empress, which is supposed to be one of the highlights of the GR54. So we're joining the GR54 and leaving the GR549 today. Whether we get there or not is...
So there are quite a few different backup places we found in case it just is too far.
So probably the shortest day we'll do will get us to a little town called Bessie or Besson or something like this, which I think should mark our sort of 2/3 of the way there point. So that'll be all of the descent done and just about 800 metres of ascent left to get to the top of the plateau. So we'll see how things go. We're going to take it like a really long, steady, slow day, not going to rush ourselves. Just basically we're going to walk to whatever my knee can deal with. For now, let's just enjoy this this scenery.
Yummy cake.
Quite, I do like the mornings. The clouds get particularly cool.
Hello, hello. It's been about 20 minutes since we set off. We've just crested back onto the top of that col with all the ski infrastructure that we were on yesterday.
Probably about 15 minutes out of the town we got food from and power from yesterday.
How are you feeling this morning, Finn?
Yeah, pretty good. So my heels have got become very red. I don't know if it's blistering or if it's from going downhill and the impact, but I've taped them all up and I'm hoping they'll feel a bit better today. Okay. But generally, other than that, pretty good.
Yeah, my knee is a lot better than it was yesterday after the big vibes, but we got to watch it today. I think Finn just said, and it was the right words, today is a marathon, not a sprint. We also managed to check the forecast this morning, and we're in for a massive thunderstorm this evening. So that may change our plans a little bit, because we might want a more sheltered campsite.
Yep, and yeah.
But for now, check out, the sun is rising, and it looking lovely. So we're going to be in that pretty soon, and I'm really hoping we're going to get views of that mountain there. That mountain is supposed to be something really cool in this national park. And I'm really looking forward to getting out of this ski resort vibe.
Just stopped off at the toilets, which is good, because we can go to the toilet. This hike, I actually haven't had to poo in a bush yet, which is really exciting. Hopefully we can keep that up. And then we just saw a sign that said it was 11 kilometres to a place called Clevasse, which I think is just under or over halfway. So that's pretty good. It says it should only take 3 hours 40, so it should probably take us, I'm going to say 3 hours, which is all good. Yeah, it's all looking up.
Okay, we just passed a sign to Clavans which said it was 3.5 or 3 hours and 50
3
minutes.
hours and 15, I thought it said.
Oh, well, some amount of time away and about 10k. So that's our first sort of waymark for the day. We're both feeling pretty damn good, I think.
Yeah.
The sun's really come out, it's lovely and warm. It's still
Nice
quite
hiking.
cold though, but it's perfect hiking conditions, I think. Pretty pretty as well, so that's always nice. Okay, so we've just jumped up this little side bit here to make way for the sea of sheep. And we thought we'd take the opportunity for a snack too. Wow, there's a lot of sheep. This is pretty sweet walking. We're coming up to this huge sweeping col following this, I think it's some sort of cycling track.
We've seen a few cyclists bomb down here, so...
And we saw something about the Tour de France, so we think this is part of the Tour de France, but man, it's lovely at the moment. We're having a really, really lovely morning.
Holy guacamole!
We made it to the col, and
It's gorgeous.
it is fantastic. The views up here, these are probably the
we
best
can see
views
where
we've
we're,
had.
yeah, we can see where we're going to go
Should we
tonight.
give you a full survey? Starting off, this is the valley we've climbed up. You can see there's a bunch of infrastructure at the top following that road. This is one side of the col. That is the other side of the road down and around. Now this is where it really starts to open up. Big mountains over there, big mountains over there. And then wow, check out this. It's probably, look at those. And then this here is one of the towns. So we think that's the sort of like 2/3 of the way town, and we're beginning to think that this here is the plateau of the Emperor, which kind of makes sense because Emperor, we're actually not sure which gender. Empress sounds nicer. We're not sure, and then we think that we might camp up there with the view of that insane glacier. Stopping for a little snack in paradise. How are we feeling?
Pretty good. My left knee started to go a little bit, so I need to watch it. But other than that, okay.
My knee's feeling pretty good, but we've got a bit of descent coming, so we're done to take a break up here and just recharge. Okay, we're underway again on the steep descent. We've got about 3 hours on the feet, hoping to be in the first little hamlet in about 45 minutes.
To this little town. It's just gone about midday. It's quite a nice little town, good views. It's the most alive place we've been, which is pretty crazy. I think it's because we're out of ski land. So fingers crossed, there might be like a coffee shop or something, I don't know.
Feeling good to push on to the next town?
Yeah, I think it should be.
See a sign how long it takes us to get there.
Yeah, I reckon it's about 2 hours, maybe 3.
Okay, we're rolling out of Shem, whatever that was. We got an hour and a half according to the sign to Bessie, which
quite optimistic, but I'm down.
seems pretty good. If we can make that in an hour, which is not above the Two Falls, we could be very much comfortably there for lunchtime. I think it's 1:30 or 12:30
It's
now.
12:30 now, so we can get there.
So
in
even worse
an
case.
hour and a half, we'll still be good for lunch.
Wow, we're making great pace today. That was amazing.
We just have one of those moments that really make hiking.
So we're walking through this beautiful little town, and then like a whole bunch of like people start jeering at us, and then we realise they're inviting us to come and sit and drink with them.
And at first they offer us wine and whiskey.
Yeah, and
Which
we're
we did turn down.
We'll have some orange
It
juice.
has only just gone midday.
We had some little breadage. She tried to give us like this little local baker makes his bread. It was super, super cool, super lovely. It's just magical little moments like that.
Yeah.
Super. And so begins the climb into Bessie, and really all of the climb for the rest of the day. Oh, we found a little cafe, and the coffee is delicious.
Hot chocolate's lovely too.
I think it's only 2.5, maybe. Well, the sign says 4, the book says 2. Probably
let's go
worst
3.
case 3 hours to the plateau of the Empress. So we're going to have a proper stop, get some lunch, get some juice, and just chill.
Jay, what are you preparing us for lunch from the little epicery that was open, which was great? Same person that runs the cafe, it was quite funny.
We are having the most delicious lunch of... Look at this. She cut this from the wheel. Wow. It looks absolutely stunning.
Fresh baguettes.
Fresh baguettes.
Look, we've got some health here, guys. We've got oranges.
And we've also got a pack of cookies just to make
And some
everything-
unhealth.
And it was all pretty reasonably priced as well.
I'm excited.
Happy. Okay, we made it.
Wow.
Coal number 1, coal and eggs. We're at 1900 metres.
Yeah,
It's been hot, the views have been pretty epic. The weather is holding.
but we do see some big scary looking clouds behind us.
Behind me. Can we see a thing here, like, in the background? Things look potentially rough, but
They're fluffy.
they're fluffy and white, so
And they might not be coming this way.
let's keep our fingers crossed. Oh, there's a nice breeze here.
Oh.
Right, next coal, St George, is basically the majority of the vertical done, so I think we've got another 600-ish metres, and then I think we've broken the ascent to pieces. Wowee. We're on top
That's
of
a big climb.
Coles St George or something, which is the second col along the way. I think we've done most of the ascent now.
Only a couple of 100 metres
The
left. I
view
think.
up here is fairly phenomenal. Let me give you a whirlwind tour.
We do see some big, scary looking clouds.
Yeah, there's some clouds behind us. There's also a full-on mountain biking race going on at the moment, which is relatively exciting.
They keep on bombing past us. We have to jump out of the way.
The plan is now to push on 1.4k to the plateau, and then from there we're going to climb to the top of the plateau, hopefully find a lake. Wow, this is gorgeous walking along the top of this plateau. Check out this view. Big pointy mountain.
Wow, we are lucky duckies today.
We just made on top of the plateau, literally laid our tent out, and then it started raining. Let me give you a full view up here before it comes hammering down. I can already feel it in the air. Okay, so these are all mountains away from us. We got a pretty fantastic view. Well, we would if it wasn't covered in clouds of Lemage. We've got a
lake's also dried
terrifying stuff coming at us from over here. Here's the trail star. Doesn't she look awesome? Pitched into this rock wall to guard our door. And man, like, so that mountain over there, we literally climbed over that ridge line, like way over there this morning. That was when we gave you those views where we had a little break. But my God, we got in. It is 5:30. I think we're both feeling pretty damn fit and strong. Finn's got a plan to build a little rock wall in front of the trail star just to stop the wind blowing in the backside. I think I'm going to join him in a labour of fun. Man, it takes a lot of motivation when you're at 2,800 metres to strip naked.
I think it's 2,400 metres.
And pour half a litre of water over your head. But we have that willpower, and now we're clean.
Yeah.
I think Cook is next on schedule. The weather seems to be holding.
Like, there's some big scary clouds, but they seem to be going around us. Let's go.
Okay, the rain is on and off, and the noodle cook is underway.
Oh man, this tarp is just so amazing for this. Like, we're set up, and we're just cooking noodles, and it's not even like...
Perched in our trail star, it's all set up. We got rockage, we got everything. Noodles are cooking. Actually, I think the views outside aren't looking too bad in one particular... Like, look at that. That's just outside the front of our tent. Noodles! I love the noodles. Wow, it's so great out here, guys. I just cannot believe how awesome this plateau is. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal. Look at it. It's beautiful up here. This is like one of the all-time campsites, I think. If it clears, definitely. How are your noodlies, Finn?
I've got slight crunchy noodle syndrome, but I was just so jealous of Connor's. Connor's burner cooks them about twice as fast. It's so unfair.
Oh man, looking forward to the chocky. Just bathing in this place, really. There's a storm forecast for tonight though, so we're going to drop the tent a little bit.
A lot of rain.
We got like 20 mil in an hour, so insane. But I'm feeling pretty good about our pitch. I'm really, especially when we make it a bit lower.
Yeah, because we knew it was going to rain, so we've planned for it. So
how's your physicality for the end of the day?
Pretty good. My legs are a little bit tight and achy. I've got some blisters forming, which is a bit of a bum under the tape, which is also a bit of a bum. But generally pretty decent. My knee started to twing a little bit today, but it seems to be doing much better now. I've not walking.
Yeah, my knee's been really good today. I had some thigh twangs, I think, from the really steep ascents we did yesterday. But physicality, feeling pretty damn fine. I was in a bit of a panic towards the end of the day today, like trying to get up here before it started raining, because I really wanted to pitch on dry ground, but we did it. And man, we can just chill now. Just breathe this in.
It is mega.
Oh, the fog's come in. It's time for our teeth brush and
the sun or the moon. It's mega.
Get into bed and listen to some Terry.
I just got up for my pre-bed wee, and my God, look at those mountains. Some more clouds, could be weather in the distance. But I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad tonight. It's looking mega.